Jacob.
Archetype. Yeah. Back on SmackDown? Back in the game?
That's right. You haven't seen my partner around, have you?
Oh, yeah. You a tag specialist now. All that talk about a big comeback and beating Braun for the belt over on Raw? But you went up here, on my show, fighting New Day?
My goals haven't changed. Heyman, Braun, WWE.
The first day you walked back in here, you looked me in my eye and told me my Intercontinental title don't mean nothing.
No. It means everything in the world. To you. That's what the WWE Championship means to me. So the only issue we have is in your head. Nick, you wanted to talk?
Yes, welcome. I'm delighted to have you here.
Thanks, Nick. Happy to be here. And I know Hector is too.
I was honestly surprised you dipped your foot in the tag division at all, with your focus on getting back to Braun.
If we win tonight, Hector and I will carry those titles with pride. But when Royal Rumble time rolls around...
You want in, and if you win, you'll be heading over to Mr. Pierce's domain. I understand. But that's a long ways off. You and your partner...
I agree.
Not...
Hey, Roxanne. You haven't seen Hector around, have you?
Afraid not. But I try not to pay attention to the locals, so I could have missed him.
You ever get tired of being this way, Roxanne?
Do you ever get tired of your good guy act? You spend months down in NXT showing kids the ropes, giving back, and look
shot
like that if you... Next...
And here comes the Archetype, looking to add another accomplishment to his already impressive list with the WWE title team.
Where's his partner, Cole? Where's Hector Flores? If he's walking into this match alone, this could be a very short night for the New Day. And they know it, too. Look at the faces on Kofi and Xavier. You have to wonder if they had something to do with this.
I don't think the Archetype cares one way or another. He's ready to go alone. I guess we have a handicap match.
How can you have a match for the tag team titles without a tag team? This is ludicrous.
You can't fault the Archetype's bravery, but Wade is right. We're having a tag team title match with only one team.
I did not see this coming. He's abandoned that character. things to another level. There was rage behind that.
Are you kidding me? You're letting the New Day retain the titles!
I understand your frustration. I do. But in this instance, the rules are absolutely clear.
Then you should change the damn rules!
Well, Paul Levesque disagrees with you. Sorry your partner couldn't be bothered to show up for the biggest match of his life.
I was stuck in a locker room!
I'd be nervous if I was facing us too. But getting a case of performance anxiety is still a forfeit.
It wasn't a damn forfeit! I beat you!
In a handicap match, not the tag team match that was signed. I'm sorry, gentlemen. My hands are tied. The New Day retain the titles.
Dusty finish for the winners of the Dusty Classic. Nice.
You're really gonna let them get away with this? It's obvious they locked me in there so this would happen.
Zip it, Bastardo El Mago. We were...
Forget...
You're right. We do our...
I don't think there's...
Why not?
Hector...
Oh my...
Xavier, come find me when you're ready for your first match.
You all right? I know you had your eyes on those tag titles.
Nah, I get it. I really do. You gotta
We
keep...
both do.
You're right.
Pretty soon... Hey, heard you were looking for me?
Welcome home, Moose. Right back where you belong.
It took me a minute, but I got here. Now all I gotta do is get in there with the main event.
You better be ready to put in that work if you want to reach my lofty heights.
That's what I'm working on.
I do know one person who's definitely looking to put his hands on you. My cousin Jacob doesn't like you very much.
Yeah, I've gotten that impression. First champion I've ever set off by telling him I didn't want to take his title.
Fatu is not an enemy you want. I'd put some eyes in the back of my head if I was you, Oos.
Always. Thanks, Jay. I get the impression you think walking away from the tag team scene is a bad idea.
I do think that a bird in the hand...
It's been 6 months.
It might
I
be.
like the sound.
This one checks all the boxes. What do you think?
Solid match, but not right for me now. Got anything else?
And you know the saying, beat you anywhere and twice on Sunday? That's more or less what a 2 out of 3 falls match is. The logic says you get 2 in 1 match. That's where real talent comes in.
Here, it's a long way down. Just got thrown away like a sack of you know what.
The stop to the gut with full force. Hayes is in power.
This match will help you re-establish yourself.
What makes Dragon Lee special is how dynamic he is. Not only blending speed and power, but also a variety of styles and disciplines. Dragon Lee could really do it all. Long trying balls made Dragon Lee a very complete superstar. The superstar brought from him. This is a guy who's always something.
There's one thing Dragon Lee needs to do here. It's keep the speed going at all costs. The same goes for maintaining a flow of offense. This will all come down to who brings the stops. Yeah, if Dragon Lee can do that, he should be coming out of this one with a win.
Threw caution to the wind, and it paid off big time.
He is locked in, and it has his opponent down.
Didn't think that one all the way through.
Coming up with a huge.
Watch out.
Unbelievable athleticism. Just going for it all and landing a direct hit.
He's in a bad spot.
Watch out.
That was absolutely unreal.
Speed. Driving in and pick the ball out of the opposition. He's going to figure yourself out.
How much you think that hurt? I promise you, it was way worse. Able to stop that surge dead in its tracks.
Springs to the second. No, third rope.
This has been a very competitive contest.
These superstars. And there needs to be a focus there. That was the moment that could have been defensive. That's being replayed in the ring right now.
We have seen some incredible matches tonight, but this is unreal.
This match is trying to ruin the
This has truly been a match for the ages. Now, a battle for the ages.
As this battle rages on, the crowd can't help but show their appreciation.
Kick out just proved it. Incredible.
I thought it was over. The WWE Universe thought it was over. But you had to do a little more to finally finish this. I think this match was a
Here is your winner,
This one will really sell some tickets.
Solid match, but not right for me now. Got anything else?
Gets right into this
You can't believe that. These two are just taking a breather before they get back at it again.
essentially linked up. Let's get his intentions here.
You have to question what kind of mountain Ted is behind a power bomb with that much force.
Wisely avoided a string of counters. Dodges that attack.
Travis can't get back to the ring.
He should have been paying more attention.
His body has to be racked with pain.
And as the damage accumulates, you really need to start being more cautious.
No quarter being given by either competitor. This one will be decided by the smallest of margins. Here he is, heading back into the ring. Connecting painfully with hard steel. And the dents on the chair is proof. Now cut out as he talks things out. He's able to bounce. Caught with a jawbreaker. That's an opportunity for Gable to shift the momentum. He clearly just unleashed a burst of energy and defiance. Can Gable withstand much more of this?
Gable has to devise a new plan here.
A gruesome landing. I don't know how you walk away from that.
Chad has to turn this around.